Hey team, day 8. It was a tough one today actually. My body felt heavy. You know when you have those days where some days you leave the house and you're sort of bouncing around like Tigger. And then another day you'll wake up and your whole body just feels like every part of your body weight is in your feet. And it's just an effort to move. That's what it was like today. But I think that's my own fault because I didn't get a chance to have something to eat. I usually leave a bit of distance between eating something or having like a bit of coffee before I go out for a run, and I didn't. There wasn't enough of a gap, so I'm blaming myself for that one. But still, got the job done. Interesting run today. Because I felt heavy, I thought, you know what, let's just get round it. But I tried a few things by running on the grass instead of on the concrete, and that's an interesting run. I was saying it's amazing how your body adapts to the terrain, and then your running style actually changes. So on the concrete, you know, you tend to move quite well when it's a flat, so you you can manage your pace and everything quite well. When I changed to grass, although it felt softer, I was finding myself lifting on my knees a little bit higher with every stride, almost like I was running slightly uphill. So that was interesting. So although it was making me work a bit harder, I didn't feel like I was having to exert that much more energy to do it. You were just conscious of the change in feel and the instability, I suppose, because you didn't have, like with the concrete, it's just solid, it's firm. With the grass, you never know what's going to happen. And if you hit a tuft or a pothole or something like that, then that throws you off. But it was good. I felt good for doing it. I tried to run a little bit faster down the back straight, but body wasn't doing it today. Really wasn't doing it. Oh, but we're into, like I say, another week. So let's just try and stay positive. What can we take from this run? Legs are getting stronger, although my calves are still a bit tight, so I've got a lot of work to do with the mobility and stretching. So that's a big thing to bear in mind, is always make sure you do a bit of stretching and focus on various exercises, particularly for the calf muscles, because they do take a lot of strain when you're running. One mobility exercise that you can do that I've seen a lot of people recommend is ABCs, so your alphabet of rotating your ankle. So you sort of basically draw each letter of the alphabet with your foot, in essence, to get full sort of rotations, mobility, stretchings and all that stuff in. That's a good way of sort of helping, just to ensure that you're doing something. You don't even have to do that standing, you can do it sat down if you need to. Oh, so I do need to get my stretching game on. But it's difficult because I'm on my feet all day as well. Like I said, I do, but anywhere between sort of 15, some of my big days I'm doing 15 to 20,000 steps a day. So with running on top of that, I don't get a lot of time to sit down. So that obviously puts additional strain on the legs, particularly. The tree's just falling apart. And particularly when, like you say, you're throwing in running, which is still tough. Come on now. But I'm hoping that as we're into the second week, that I'm going to start noticing differences in the way that I feel. Like I say, I do feel fitter. I do feel that when I get around the run, I feel better for doing it. Like I say, leaving the house is definitely easier, so that's a massive win. And I almost convinced myself to go a little bit further than the mile, because I know there's another little route. If I just do another loop around this other housing estate, it adds on about another half mile. So I thought, do I go for the 1.5 miles? But my brain's not there yet. I was just like, do you know what, actually you feel quite heavy, just get this done, do the route that you know, because then you know where you sort of finish. If you suddenly run off somewhere else, you've got to drag your ass all the way back. So that was good. That was good. Oh, so make sure you hydrate. Really, really important. People underestimate how much the muscles rely on your fluid, and the body and the organs on the fluids, particularly if you've exerted yourself through exercise. So please make sure you stay hydrated. As I've said numerous times before, stretch, mobility, that's key. So keep that going and stay on top of that. And then, like I say, the body conditioning. So I've only started really, really gently. So I'm doing a few sets of my squats and lunges, nice and easy. I've got some push-ups in there just for overall body strength and core, and then a sort of a mini abs sort of section. So it only takes me about 10 minutes to do. It's not a really big thing. It's just getting started, and then you can go and add or tweak or change from there. But you don't need a full gym workout if you're not interested in the gym. You can do certain things from home. So like I say, if you are following my channel, by all means look at some of the other workouts I put on. I posted a load randomly during the lockdown period. So there's some of them on there which you can use to get you started before I put some new ones on. It looks like it's going to rain again. It's nice and grey here. Not sure what's happening with this UK summertime. Let's say I like the rain, but it would be nice for a bit of sun. So we had one day of sun yesterday. That was nice, because obviously I took the family out, but I need a lift. Need that lift, bit of sun. I'm going to sign off. So, stay tuned. I'll keep you updated for the next day and see how I go. And I might push myself a little bit further. You'll have to let me know if I should. So, have a great one, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.